Ayan. So ito na yung intro ko mga guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Je, or you can call me Mami Je. And sa channel na to, pag-uusapan natin yung pagiging isang mom of 4 kids and the wife of this hard of hearing. Yan. So dito sa channel na to, I'll be real and honest about my journey bilang isang babae na dumaan sa iba't ibang roles. Meron akong pinagdaanan 9 to 5 job role, meron, naging stay-at-home mom ako, naging virtual assistant mom, naging business mom, at ngayon ay isang work from home mom. So kung ikaw ay nanay na minsan feeling invincible sa society, pero araw-araw lumalaban, this channel is for you. So, let me introduce myself. I grew up na laging handang tumulong sa parents namin. So, vibe kaming magkakapatid at very generous at accommodating yung family namin. So, we are the one to look up to. Picture kami ng parang happy family. Yan. So, um, I thought, nung naging mama ko, alam mo yun, feeling ko the things will be smooth. Pero alam mo, reality hits. So from being a 9 to 5 worker, I shifted sa pagiging stay-at-home mom. So as a stay-at-home mom, na-miss out ko kasi yung milestones nung first child ko. Alam mo yun, yung tipong na-miss out mo yung sinasabi niyang mama, the first word na sinabi niyang mama, hindi ikaw yung nakarinig, yung tagapag-alaga niya. Yung first time niya na mag-walk, hindi ko rin nakita. Nakita nung tagapag-alaga niya, pinuwento na lang sa akin. Kumbaga, nakita ko siya second hand na, hindi na siya first hand. Tapos, lalo na yung moment na nagkasakit siya, ang sabi ng pag-alaga ko, that was 2 a.m. Sabi ng tagapag-alaga ko, nilalagnat siya at sinusulpa. I was out at 5, so alam ko makakarating ako sa bahay ng 6 a.m. So, sabi niya, kaya ko na to ate kasi nilalagnat lang naman siya, nasa po lang siya. So, binigyan ko lang siya ng mga additional instruction. And then when I came home, lupay-pay na yung anak ko. I didn't know. Pagsugo namin sa hospital, the doctor was terrified na, alam mo ba na dehydrated na yung anak mo and all. So, munti kang mawalan ng anak dahil minsan na. So, dahil doon, nag-decide ako na I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So, finally, nag-decide na ako maging stay-at-home mom. Isa sa pinakamalaking struggle ng pagiging stay-at-home mom is yung mga finances natin. Alam natin na, syempre, isa na lang yung nagpapasok ng pera, yung asawa mo na lang. Ikaw hindi na kasi you have to take care of your children, you have to take care of everything. Magiging CEO ka na ng iyong sariling bahay. So, isa yan sa mga naging struggle namin mag-asawa. But you know what I do next is, inisip ko na dahil ito yung gusto kong gawin, na-realize ko yung buhay namin ng mother ko na hindi naman din kami ganun karangga sa buhay. But we were able to survive. Lumaki nga ako, kaya ako nakapag-asawa. So, isa sa sinet ko as a mindset is, sabi ko, I would need to change my lifestyle. At the same time, i-redefine ko kung ano yung meaning ng standard of living sa amin. Hindi na kagaya ng dati yung magiging standard of living namin, kailangan kong ibaba. Dahil isa na lang yung nagpapasok ng pera or finances sa loob ng pamamahay namin. Now, finally, nangyari to, naging reality, naging stay-at-home mama ko for 12 years. At isa sa pinakamalaking struggle nga yung finances na yan. But of course, you have to grow your finances, lalo na pag stay-at-home mom ka na. So, dahil dyan, pumasok na yung pagiging businessman ko. So, sa pagiging businessman ko, di ko akalain na mas mahirap pa pala to sa 9 to 5 job kasi wala talagang tigil yung trabaho mo. As in, 24/7 na pala yung magiging trabaho mo pag naging businessman ka na. So, isa yan sa mga naging challenge ko. Siguro kasi we are starting up, we don't know yet how to run a business. Lahat inaaral mo pa and all. So marami talagang compromises. Isa sa naging compromises dyan is really your time na ini-spend mo sa mga kids. Instead natin tuwa sila ng assignment, Minsan hindi mo na sila natuturuan. You let them experience it among themselves, yung ganun, kasi growing na rin sila. So, isa yan. At ang pinakamasakit sa lahat, nanlugi yung business namin dahil nag-pandemic. So, it is on the height of our career na talaga ang ganda ng business. Dahil nag-pandemic, gaya ng ibang mga negosyo, nalugi kami. So, talagang sad-sad. And imagine, at that time, hindi na ako virtual assistant, hindi na rin virtual assistant yung husband ko. We are both concentrating on the business kasi ito na yung nagiging mainstream finances namin. So, dahil dyan, we have to revise again ourselves. Bumalik ako sa pagiging work from home, which is until now, yan na yung ginagawa namin. Because we are both working from home. So, what does our everyday lives would looks like na work from home na kami? So, good thing is, I have a lighter job. So, wala na akong lang day off. Yung hours ko to work is longer kasi 12 hours. But since lighter job siya, so I have a mixture. Nung nagsisimula ako, it's difficult kasi kailangan kong mag-compromise muna ng time with my kids. But then, now that after I've learned everything, the shenanigans ng work, so kaya ko nang i-manage siya. At the same time, nagagawa ko ng mga responsibility ko ulit. Gaya ng pag-prepare sa kanila during the morning and at sa kanila. Kasi alam ko na kung paano ko i-manage yung time ko. So, yun. Ganon yung nagiging daily habit namin. Good thing is, nandito na ako. Nakikita ko na sila. So, alam mo yun? So, let's be real. Motherhood is not an Instagram person. My kids, they are 4 different personalities with different age gap. Para kang may mini company na iba't iba yung department head, ganyan. Meron na moments na parang ayoko na, lalo na when my children performs poorly in school. Kahit noon, alam mo yun, successful student ka, parang bakit gano'n? Bakit you are performing poorly? Bakit hindi kayo nag-aaral? Also, for one of my kids were labeled as troubled kid. So imagine, di ba? Bakit ka magiging troubled kid? Bakit yun yung kilala sa'yo? Samantala nga po, I was responsible daughter. Gaya ng like, kwento ko, we are like an epitome of a happy family. Pero pagdating sa anak mo, the reality hits, hindi ganun yung nangyari. So, nakakalungkot siya, di ba? Mga galis. Talagang parang, bakit ganito? Nakaka-disappoint in a way. Tapos, isa pa sa yung ayaw moments ko is yung husband ko being hard of hearing. Alam mo yun, kailangan mo ng extra patience sa communication. Kasi hindi normal yung pagkatao niya. Kailangan mong mag-adjust all the way para lang magkaroon kayo ng understanding sa isa't isa. Tsaka, alam mo yun, minsan nalinabot ka na ng mga kamag-anak mo or yung mga closest friends mo na bakit ganyan dyan? Dami-dami mong nanliligaw. Bakit siya ka pa napunta? Alam mo yun? Yung ganun. Masakit siya. Pero nakaka-disappoint siya. At minsan nakakapagod. Alam mo yun? Yung parang naririnig mo lang to sa kanila. Parang gusto mo na-realize na bakit nga ba? Bakit nakakapagod? Na marinig to na yung mga anak mo ganito. Yung relationship nyo ganito. Pero minsan nakakatawa. Diba? May mga happy moments kami. Ako, lagi akong natutunan. At alam mo, kahit na nakakapagod, no? Gusto mo pa rin maging boastful sa buhay na to. Burnout, laging present yan. Pero I've learned to fight it through finding joy in small things. Like, alam mo yun, yung minsan yung anak mo, tinutuwa mo dahil sa sobrang pagod mo, is nakakatulog ka na. Tapos, inata ka ng anak mo sa kwarto mo, pinahiga ka, and then sabi niya, binulong sa'yo, Mommy, you go get a rest, and I will do my homework, promise. Alam mo yun? Tapos pagkagising mo, nandyan yung paper niya sa ibabaw ng table mo for you to check. Alam mo yung pag-check mo, alam mo yung ang daming mali, pero since nakita mo, tinapos niya, it's more than the joy na nakakuha siya ng 100%. Yung empathy na alam mo nag-effort yung anak nation, natapusin niya despite na hindi niya kaya, that's already a win-win sa isang family na nakakataba ng puso, talaga napapangiti ka na. What I realize is that, parenting today is not the same as parenting in the past. The kids that we have now, they live in a gadget society. So instead of resisting, I choose to flow with. Kasi kung lalabanan ko yan, masisira lang yung relationship. So what I do is I guide them instead of banning them. I also had to reinvent my parenting style. Yung style na nag-work in child ako, hindi na siya pag-work ngayon. Kaya I've been discovering myself, my triggers, my learnings, to discipline with both firmness and empathy. Faith also played a big role sa journey ko. So I shifted, I questioned, I changed my faith journey. Pero through it all, I realized that faith is what keeps me going. At every day, kahit mahirap, I tell myself, hindi ko kailangan mag-meet ng society standard. Ang kailangan ko sa buhay is yung buhay na buo at hindi empty. And this channel is not about being perfect mom or a perfect wife. Kasi hindi naman ako yun. This channel is about being real. So I'll be sharing with you some practical tips in coping with burnout, finding joy, in simple living, parenting, struggles and breakthroughs, marriage with a hard-of-hearing partner, and how to stay hopeful kahit society expects more. And kung napapagod ka na rin trying to meet everyone's expectation, this was the space for you to remind you na hindi ka nag-iisa. So, if my story resonate with you, click subscribe and join me in this journey. Share your own kwento in the comments. Kasi gusto kong marinig din yung mga struggles and wins nyo. Together, let's create a community where moms and women like us can find peace, laugh at the chaos, and still hope for a full life. Also, this is again Mami Jet, and welcome to our journey.